Alright, so I showed this gun yesterday, and it was a little windy when I shot it. So what I've done this morning is I went and got this gun. I looked at the reg was reading 125 on the gauge, okay? So it's probably creeped overnight. Alright, I looked at the tank pressure on the gun, but it had come down a little bit, but it was probably a little cooler in the house than it was outside when I got done shooting the gun. Alright, so what I did is I had some shells left in this magazine. Of course, it was uncocked. So I removed the magazine, dry fired it one time, put the magazine back in it, fired this gun 3 times, aiming at this little piece of tape over here at 50 yards. I fired 3 shots after just one dry fire to evaluate this setup here, what this gun is doing currently for a hunting application. Now, as the distance grows, velocity becomes more critical. It leaves on 50 yards, you know, you're going to shoot quite a few shots under 50 yards. You'll shoot some at 50, depending, okay, and some maybe even a little longer. So we're going to go here and look at this tape, because I can't even see in this scope, meaning I didn't see a shot miss this little piece of tape. So we're going to go here and look at where these 3 shots hit. 14 power on the Argon EPO Fuller scope with a parallax adjusted 50 yards. Okay, there's the piece of tape. Now you can see my thumb, so you get an idea how big that little piece of tape is. There's 2 shots in it, and you've got 1 right there. Now remember, I've not fine-tuned this gun with these slugs, okay? But that's very good. That tells me something right there. Alright, so I'm shooting a little left. Alright. It was windy yesterday a little bit when I shot this gun. There's not much wind out here this morning. Alright. See, you're going to see these fanboys shoot these guns, okay? And you're going to see them shooting these birds off of light wires and silos. But do they really ever tell you or show you what you need to be looking at on one of these guns for a hunting application? That's what I'm doing, okay? Yeah, you would want to dry fire one of these guns, or you could even shoot a pellet or slug through it. Now, those are 25 grain Zen slugs. Now, there's where I shot the gun yesterday. I showed a video. All right. So you want to dry fire one of these guns before you proceed with it, at the very least, after the gun is set for extended time. Now, if you had one of those digital gauges on the back, and the gun had not been in a very temperatured environment since you used it last, and if that regulator was reading the same, you might see something very good when you shoot the gun. Is there a gun out there that will stay? Will that regulator stay put? Well, I don't know. But I would still dry fire that gun 1 shot, okay? Now, this ain't got nothing to do necessarily with filling the gun. See, there's some people out there may be interested in these guns. They don't have a lot of experience. And, you know, you're going to watch some of these fanboys, I call them. Well, they're going to be showing you some stuff that's, you know, I'm not saying they're not doing it. The only thing is what are they not showing you, okay? What are they not showing you? Now, I could have shot this shot. I probably should have shot that piece of tape without shooting the dry firing it. And showed you that. Odds are it would have been low. I can almost tell that from the rapport of the gun, even though it's got that silencer on the end of it. All right. And remember, that's 50 yards. So if we stretch this out to 75 or 100, you know, distance, it gets even more critical. The error shows up. So I need to fine tune the gun, but I'm probably not going to do it today. We got this old stinking weather still in here. See that old sky up there? That's going to conclude the video. Impact M4 22 caliber with a 700mm barrel.